Jordan.
Thank you.
Crystal.
Okay.
And
Martin Luther King Jr. once said, "I have a dream that one day I will not be judged by my appearance, but by the content of my character." While Martin Luther King Jr. was talking about people, I'm here to talk about the prejudice against pits. Pit bulls have been labeled as aggressive and that you should stay away from them because they are scary dogs. They are very powerful animals and their locked jaw has many people frightened to be around them, and that's all they see. Pit bulls are loving, loyal, protective, and gentle dogs when they are raised in the proper environment. It is imperative that we understand the stigma and realize where it comes from. That it's not the dog that is dangerous, it is the people who make them out to be. If we fix this, people will see them for who they really are, a loving dog, a protective dog who will love you just like you love them. In the 1800s, pits were used to kill other dogs. They were put in dogfighting arenas and used for amusement and for money. Before this, they were prior used to kill rats just for amusement. It is at this point that they became known as an aggressive breed to people and the American Kennel Club. They are very muscular, they have a broad chest and a big jaw, and they were mostly used by bikers and people in trailer parks. This is because they gave off a scary look and was shown to people that they could attack if they needed to. For this protection, these people would abuse their dogs to make them so terrified that they would obey them. If the owner said attack, the pit would attack. More attacks started happening over the years, and because of this, they were judged and scrutinized for it. Besides this kind of abuse, there was another kind of abuse going on. Over social media, there are pictures circulating about pit bulls being chained up with broken bones, stab wounds, and they look so starved you can see their ribs. Pit bulls are just like kids. If you abuse them at a young age, they're never going to learn how to be loved or nice or anything like a kid would be. It's not their fault that the owners would abuse them just for their own protection. While many dogs attacks happen over the years, and a lot caused by pits, and that's devastating, it's not fair to say that pit bulls are the only ones attacking people. Louis Hermida and her son were recently involved in a dog attack. Her autistic son had to run over to her neighbor's house because the dog turned on Louise and she was killed, and her son was severely injured. Another case of this happening was Sandra Kaiser. She rescued a dog from a shelter and had it for 6 years before it brought her to the end of her life. One day the dog turned on her and just killed her like that. And to mention, there was no pit in its bloodline. Here you see two family dogs, both attacking their owners. No pit involved. So to say that pit bulls are the ones attacking people is false. There's other breeds doing it too. Dogs are animals and we cannot control what they do. They lash out, and it's not fair to say one particular breed is doing it. So how do we fix it? Well, first of all, we need to start protecting our animals from this kind of abuse. If you see a pit bull, or any other dog for that sake, on the side of the road, help them. If you see them bloody or starved or with broken bones, take them to the nearest shelter or vet if you can. If this was any other breed of dog, you would help them. If you saw a Chihuahua on the side of the road, most people wouldn't be scared to go up to it and help it. The longer these pits suffer, the worse off they're going to be in the future. These pits never get the love they deserve because of all of these false accusations and the reputation they have gained over the years. Also, it's important to be informed. Talk to the fellow owners that you know and go to their houses if they have pets who have been given the love and the nurturing they've needed. This will show people that pits aren't all bad, that if they come from a good environment, they can be great dogs. Or if you do have a pit, invite people who are kind of wary about them, because you can give them the knowledge they need to make the proper assumptions about these poor dogs. There's more to these animals than just what the news articles and stories say about them. If you're going to rescue a dog, look at their history. If they have been starved as a little dog, make sure you give them the food they need. Don't starve them. If you know they were abused, don't smack them. Find a new way to train them. Don't fear someone else's dog, but give it the love they deserve. If you go to someone's house and they have a pit, don't be scared of it. Obviously, they trust the dog if they're going to have you over with it. Any dog can be a best friend as long as you treat them like they are one. Pit bulls have been subjected to all sorts of abuse for decades. If more people love and cherish these dogs and provide a nurturing home, we can end the discrimination they have suffered for so long. It's time to stop creating prejudice against people, animals, or anything that has been a victim to it. Imagine the families who have had the opportunity to witness the love and the gentle side to these pits, and they can't live in certain places because apartments and houses, and there's laws against them. Pit bulls are not born monsters, and they are not the enemy. We are. It's time to stop blaming them and look at the root as to why they have been given this reputation and help them. Maybe one day, the world will see them as a man's best friend instead of the enemy.